And boom, we are live. Welcome, folks, to the American Movie Podcast. If you've never been here before, welcome aboard. I go through movies, news, documentaries, Netflix series, Netflix originals, and I do trailer reactions. And today we're going to do No Time to Die, the newest James Bond installment, the last installment for Daniel Craig. Now, I love the James Bond franchise. I'm a huge fan of just James Bond as an iconic character. He's just smooth, cool, and he's got a license to kill. So I am a fan. I went through the trailer once, so if you want to see my initial reaction to the trailer, the link will be down below, or you can go to the channel, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm going to go through James Bond, and I'm going to review the movie when it drops April 2nd. But first, I want to go through the trailer and kind of break some stuff down. We still have a whole bunch of people in here, including M, Bond, Moneypenny, Dr. that arrested him, Inspector right there.
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
Now, that is by far my favorite line. And I don't know how his arm doesn't come out of his socket when he takes that leap.
The world is arming faster than we can respond.
Where's 007?
And M is back. And he is just based in Jamaica. So if you see the behind the scenes, there are countless shots of him in Jamaica, and it's so beautiful. So you get, there's a lot of like orange and teal, and they meet him in a nightclub. Like Jeffrey Wright, who's part of the FBI in this movie, he was, they meet in the Jamaican nightclub, and he's like, hey man, I need your help again. We need to come and rescue the scientist because someone who has this new technology has captured him. So
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
and like the shots are just amazing. I love the
World's moved on, Commander Bond.
direction and the cinematography of this.
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee.
Now she is a new character I had not seen before.
The one that works.
I thought you
And
two would get along.
age is a big factor inside of this, similar to the previous Bond.
Bond. James Bond.
And he's like right here, he's also super annoyed. Like people don't recognize him anymore. He's quote unquote washed out or washed up, and he's old. And so this is like, I think that's going to be the narrative. I hope they don't push it too much, just because they kind of did that in the other one where he had to return and do all those physical challenges and shooting and target practice and all that stuff to redeem himself. I hope they don't push that narrative too much in here, because we get it, we know, we understand.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control...
And yes, Christopher Waltz is back.
Control. James, you gave up everything for her.
Steamy.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
I'm going to get to what I think about her secret, or what I think it is. And these spectacular shots, man, like whoever directed this is just outstanding. Like I love the Bond scenery, like all this stuff, the chase scenes, the nightclubs, the backlighting, all of that stuff looks incredible.
Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
Craziness.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Boom, there he is, Rami Malek, Queen. So I think the new technology is reversing aging. So he's playing God. I think so. He's not going to be able to die. He alluded to Bond's going to wither away. His legacy is going to die, but this guy's legacy will remain. And I think that means either they're transferring consciousness, similar to like transcendence, or they're going to just keep him alive biologically, and he's not going to be able to die. And I love the scarring and the elegance that they put on the Bond villains, man. So they're just so scary, and they're just like stoic too. And it's just like, there's no way this guy is a bad guy. Like you could watch this with the sound off, and this guy is a bad guy. So I just love that too. So let's check out the further. Yeah, there's some Jamaica shots. There's the iconic leap. And then this is the homage to yesteryears. Imagine you were just at a cafe and that happened next to you. You're just like, what is going on? That guy had Gatling guns in his headlights. And it looked like Daniel Craig. Boom. So yeah, I don't know the new technology, but I'm assuming that the new technology has to do with just eternal life. So I like Rami Malek. I think he'll do well in this. I'm just curious as how they're going to take it, and I don't even know. What I think the secret is of the Doctor is she is harnessing this technology. I think she's an older woman. That's my guess, but I don't know. Or she's part of this. She's interwoven within Rami Malek's character, Safin. But yeah, I guess he is one of the most iconic enemies, and the director alluded to like this is the only villain that can actually like get to Bond and he's just quote unquote nasty, he said. So I'm interested in seeing his performance. Daniel Craig is going to be outstanding. I mean, he's just a great Bond. So let me know who you think should replace Daniel Craig. This is his last one. Yeah. And dude, I think he got a boatload of money for this, man. I think they offered him $100 million, and then they offered him $150 million, and he said no to both of them. And this is allegedly, and then he accepted this one. So it's got to be a great narrative. It's got to be a large sum of money as well for him to come back. But yeah, he looks good. He still looks like Bond. I just hope they don't turn and lean into his age as much as they did in the previous Bond. Just because, I mean, we got it. We understand he's old, and this is the last one, but I think it's going to be a cool narrative because he's coming back in order to save first his the life that he has and wants to keep that, hopefully in Jamaica, and then helping a friend, Jeffrey Wright. So let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comment section down below. If you want to see my initial reaction, check out the link down below or go to the video on my channel. And until next time, thank you so much. This has been Matthew Benjamin with the American Movie Podcast. If you want to start your own podcast, make sure you go down in the description below and check out the Podcast Publisher Pro. I love podcasts. They help me so much learn and just grow as a person. So I wanted to share how, and this is only if you want to start your own podcast. Check that out. There's a free ebook there too as well. So if that interests you, reach out to me or check it out. Till next time. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.